Good evening. I am Mark Becker, Chairman of the Board of TEAC. As we celebrate the 20th anniversary and the accomplishments of our amazing fellowship, on behalf of the current Board of Trustees, I'd like to thank those leaders who've come before us. TEAC's past board chairs over the last 2 decades, founding board chairs Justine Stamen-Arrilaga and Ron Kaplan, Tracy Dixon, Henry McVeigh, and Ann Brennan, who, along with our early supporter J.J. Ramberg, are my co-chairs for this evening. And our inaugural board members. We are humbled by these visionaries who set the stage for what has been accomplished and for what is about to come. As you've already seen this evening, we at TEAC have so much to be proud of. Starting with the 550 incredible young scholars whose lives have already been changed and who in turn are lifting the communities around them. Their scholarship, leadership, citizenship, and fellowship are an inspiration to me and my family. And every time we see these incredible kids, we're in awe of how much they've accomplished, despite the odds. In fact, 100% of TEAC fellows have been accepted into top independent, public, and parochial high schools, with over 65% of our scholars in leadership positions such as class presidents, team captains, editors, club leaders. And 100% of TEAC fellows have then matriculated to 4-year colleges, with 93% entering highly competitive colleges and over 30% onto the Ivy League. Our fellows take the TEAC core value of citizenship to heart and have performed over 40,000 hours of community service. And 1/3 of our fellows have careers in nonprofit, education, or public policy. Our fellows are shining and are at the top of their fields, having been recognized as Fulbright Scholars, Koros Fellows, White House Fellows, earning PhDs, MDs, JDs, Masters, MBAs, and simply being respected as leaders. TEAC fellows and their families are living proof that motivation and potential, not economic circumstances, should determine one's educational opportunities and future. And while we have so much to be proud of and celebrate tonight, consistent with TEAC's culture, we are not fully satisfied because we know that we are not doing enough. It's time to rededicate ourselves to doing even more so we can impact more scholars, more families, and elevate more communities. What you may not realize is that TEAC's best day and worst day are actually the same. It is the moment when we accept the fortunate 30 new scholars each year to join our 300 fellows. But we know there are more talented and worthy students out there whose door of opportunity is sadly slammed in their faces. For every incremental 30 who are accepted to TEAC and have their best day, there are hundreds regretfully turned away, making it their worst day. We need to do more, and that is exactly what we're going to do. Earlier this year, the Board of Trustees of TEAC approved a plan to grow TEAC 50% over the next 10 years, taking us from 300 to 450 active fellows. I'm going to say that again. We're going to grow TEAC 50% over the next 10 years, taking us from 300 to 450 active fellows. Under the leadership of John Green and our amazing team, we've already begun to execute on a detailed plan to accomplish exactly this, all while maintaining the very highest standards and quality of our program. We're going to start with recruiting more students from a larger pool. And at the same time, we're going to continue to address the gentrification that has forced financially challenged families to move farther and farther out into the boroughs. All of which means we have to reach farther and work harder to find more TEAC fellows every year, including the opening of a 3rd classroom site in Queens. To prepare more students for high school success, we will maintain our impressive academic standards, including our highly personalized 15-to-1 student-teacher ratio. We'll add some incremental staff to ensure that our students get the comprehensive support they need, and with your help, we'll strengthen our partnership with organizations and companies and provide our students with life-changing experiences. Lots of work ahead, But over the next 20 years, over 1,000 Teak Fellows will graduate from a top university working to change their lives and transform the world around them. So, how are we going to be able to afford all this? Upon approving the strategic plan, the board embarked on an ambitious $3 million capital campaign to meet our additional needs. I am proud to say that based on the leadership of so many in this room, including 100% participation from our board and NextGen board, and over 1/3 participation of our alumni, we have not only met this target, but exceeded it, raising $3.6 million, allowing us to pre-fund the incremental annual costs associated with this growth plan for the next 8 to 10 years, making Teak's best day even better for so many for the unforeseeable future. Winston Churchill once said, we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. Thank you for your generosity. But when I look at all these amazing young people we've helped, let's never forget it's their hard work that got them where they are. And for this, I feel something more than pride or satisfaction. I feel honored. Honored to have been able to help these gifted and driven and inspiring individuals by simply giving them the opportunity they deserve. And I can't wait to see what they and the scholars who follow them will do that surprises, amazes, and humbles all of us. Thank you all for helping Teak make a difference over the past 2 decades, and because of your support, our best years are ahead of us. Thank you.